Well, hello, students, and welcome to another episode here on the channel. In today's lesson, I am going to teach you about some movies that you can watch to help improve your English. I am so excited, so let's get ready to have some fun on today. Now, let me say before we get into today's lesson, stick around to the end because I am going to give subscriber shout outs to some people that have recently become subscribers here on the channel. I really appreciate all my subscribers. So let's get into it. Movies are a great way to practice and improve your English. Actually, one thing that I do on my leisure time when I have it is I watch movies. And there are some movies that I have watched many times over the years. And so when it comes to your English speaking, you can play a movie, turn on the subtitles, and you can learn different phrases, different vocabulary words, as well as sentence structure when it comes to watching movies. Of course, you have different types of movies or genres of movies: action, comedy, drama, just different types. I personally enjoy action and comedy movies, and I do enjoy suspense movies as well. So, in today's lesson, I'm going to look at 6 different types of movies that you can watch to help improve your English. Let's get into it. The first one is a Marvel movie, Logan. Logan, of course, is based upon the character Wolverine, who is a Marvel superhero. This is an action movie. I believe it is rated R. It is gory. There is profanity, but I enjoyed it. It was fun to watch. It's a movie about life and how life can take a toll on you. It's about meeting new people. Logan meets a little girl who has some of the same powers that he has, and so he has to protect her. It's about friendship. Logan's friendship between him and Xavier as they're both getting old and near the end of their life. So, Logan is a very good movie, in my opinion. It has a lot of dialogue as well as action scenes. And so, this is a great movie, in my opinion, that you can watch to help improve your English. The second movie is a movie that I saw when I was a teenager back in high school, starring Eddie Murphy, Coming to America. Now, this is a comedy, but it is a love story. It's a movie about friendship. It's a movie about parents letting their children make their own decision. It's a movie about experiencing life, and there's life lessons in it that have to do with judging people by their appearance. Because sometimes people are not whom they appear to be. So, without spoiling the movie, that is all I'm going to give you. Now, recently they did a part 2 on Netflix, which was good, but it was not as great as the original. Eddie Murphy, as you know, is a legend in the comedy realm. And so I really enjoyed this movie. Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump was another movie that came out when I was younger, and it has a lot of dialogue. This movie, to me, is very complex. It deals with social issues, it deals with love, it deals with people that may have disabilities and how they fit into society. It has a small racial component in it. It talks about the accomplishments of life. Tom Hanks did a great job in this movie, Forrest Gump. He had another movie that I enjoyed called Big. It was one of his earlier movies in life. But Forrest Gump, it's right up there at the top of his list of movies, and it is a great movie that you can practice your sentence structure as well as learn vocabulary or common vocabulary words, and you are sure to get a lot of laughs in Forrest Gump, just as you will from watching Coming to America. Get Out. Now, Get Out is a suspense movie that was released just a few years ago, and this movie was very well written. The primary theme of the movie has to do with racism, but the way it was written, it was just very, very good. It's not like some of the movies back in the 80s and 90s that tackled racism. This one had a lot of sub messages in the movie, and it was just really, really, really good. It received rave reviews. I don't think it won any type of awards. I believe it should have, but the acting was top notch. It had a lot of unforgettable scenes. A lot of memes come from this movie. But Get Out is a great movie but about this young lady, this white like young girl who has a relationship with this black young man, and she brings him home. And I don't want to spoil it, but a lot of things happen when he gets to her home and he has to get out. So it was a great movie. You turn the subtitles on, and the language in this movie, the dialogue in this movie is something that you can surely learn from. Okay, King Richard. Now, this was not normally the type of movie that I watch, but because Will Smith was in it, it was really good. And the young lady who plays his wife, I like her movies as well. This is a movie based upon the life of what are their names? Serena Williams and Venus Williams. It's about how their father brought them from Compton, California, and raised them up to be superstars in the world of tennis. And so the movie is about parenting. It's about decision makings. It's about maturing as a young adult, missing your childhood. It's about going after your goals. It's about sacrifice, and it's about meeting people that you normally do not associate with in your community. So, of course, Richard was black and his family was black, but in order to get his children to a higher level of competition in tennis, which at the time was mostly um, dominated by people of a different color, they had to learn how to operate in that realm. So it was a great, great movie, in my opinion. I really enjoyed it. I was surprised that I liked it, but this is a great movie because of the dialogue and the subject matter. You would definitely, in my opinion, be captivated and watch this movie entirely through. So another movie is Toy Story. Now, this is an animated movie by Disney Pixar, and I consider Toy Story to be a classic. Okay, Buzz Lightyear and all of the other characters in here. I really enjoyed Toy Story. It can be a tearjerker. Now, a movie that is a tearjerker will try to make you cry. It's a comedy. It has an adventurous storyline and plot. You have the good versus evil. You have people that have dreams and desires. And so I really enjoyed Toy Story. And this is, I believe, my number 5 movie. And I have one last movie. No, I have 2 more. Trading Places, another Eddie Murphy movie. Trading Places was and is still one of my top Eddie Murphy movies. Now, this movie is a comedy, but the plot is around the stock market. So you get to actually learn about making money through stocks. It's also about it has a racial component in it. This movie was made back in the 70s. It's about friendship. It's about getting to know people that are different from you. That's one reason that I enjoy my channel is because, as I said in some of my earlier videos, you normally don't see black men making uh, videos about how to speak English. And so for everyone to be a subscriber, even though I'm black, you get to meet someone that you may not normally associate with. And so you get to see that I'm not the stereotypical person that you may see on the news. And so that's one of the reasons I enjoy this channel, because I get to present myself in a way to people that they never would have expected someone to be based upon what they see on television. And so you see a lot of this in Trading Places. And so I really enjoyed it, and it is hilarious. Dan Aykroyd did a great job, and Eddie Murphy as well. Now, this is my last one. I had to put a Denzel Washington movie in here. I wanted to do Training Day, but I wanted to do something a little different. Crimson Tide is a great movie to watch to improve your English. It too has a racial component. It's not a comedy, it is a suspense movie. It's about decision making, it's about leadership, it's about accountability. It's about choosing whom you will follow. So this is a great movie. It is somewhat of a military movie dealing with the USS Alabama submarine. But Denzel Washington and Gene Hackman. Gene Hackman is also another favorite actor of mine. They did a great job. I believed it. This movie was believable. So I really enjoyed it. And these are my list of 6 movies that you can watch to help improve your English. Let me know in the comments section if you have seen any of these movies, if you agree with my synopsis of these movies, and if you have any other movies that I can recommend. Maybe I'll do a part 2. So let me know down in the comments section. Now it's time for a subscriber shout out. As I said at the beginning of the video, I really appreciate everyone that has subscribed, that is active in the comments section, that likes. And by the way, like this video because I put a lot of time into it. So I want to give a subscriber shout out to 2 new subscribers to the channel. Here they are. Thank you so much. I believe you pronounce it Nasir and Mr. Oh my gosh. I had to go to Google to figure out how to pronounce your first name. Let's see if I can pronounce the last name. Correa. But thank y'all so much for subscribing to the channel. Shout out to you. I hope you are active in the comments section. Everyone, if you learned something, hey, give me a like, give me a share. And I just want to say thank you for watching today's lesson, and make sure that you go watch these movies, put the subtitles on, and I know that they will help to improve your English, your sentence structure, even learning some slang terminology. I hope you join me on my next video. Be sure to check out some of my other videos here on the channel that can help you to understand and speak better English. Have a great day, guys.